Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I promise I was not pranking you this time. I was not pranking you guys this time, I promise. Because I basically forgot to add my added microphone. Yeah, I forgot to add my fixed microphone to the scene, and it's my bad and I'm sorry. No, we can't hear you. I pranked you guys. I did not, I promise. I pranked myself. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I needed to re-add my microphone so it's gonna work. And I totally forgot about it today. Thankfully, I realized quite quickly. But yeah, hi guys, how are you doing? Aside from the little scuff there, I think it should be fine now. Or at least I hope so. I hope the game is not too loud, because today's plan is going to be Stage 2 hard mode once again. The audio scuff is real. Yeah, I have just been cursed. If you guys could hear me, you think I would deny it and prank myself? Yeah, I don't even know. Oh, I forgot we have an outfit for Fauna. How nice. I'm still planning to play Fauna all the way through, because I believe she is my key to victory in here. I don't really know what kind of plan I have, but I guess we're gonna go with the flow. I know that I should probably take Plushie. Good luck, thank you. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it quite a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna try and focus, but like I've said before, this game is a very, very chatty game for me. So it might be a little bit hard. And I have things to talk about again today. Some behind-the-scenes stuff. Some stuff that is a little bit meta maybe even, but you know. I think it's cool every now and again. I hope you guys don't mind too much. What do I want to take? Just bandage? Not really. Let's maybe max out Nature Shield first. But yeah, for behind the scenes stuff, I have good news about one project that I was working on. I basically needed like some illustrations for the project, and I've been having troubles with it. Because I've been super stuck on one illustration. But I solved the issue. I actually have pictures to show you guys, but that's for later. I have pictures to show you guys. I wasn't going to show them, but somebody asked me if I'm gonna show them, and I've decided that, you know what? I'm gonna show you guys some stuff. Why not? Might as well, right? There's really no reason not to, other than the fact that I like to be very secretive. Is it the 3D concert, guys? You guys are way more ambitious than I am. That's crazy. But yeah, I've had issues with one illustration, and I've managed to solve them, because there's like this one secret about me. You guys might not know it, but I'm not that good of an artist, actually. I struggle a lot when I draw. I have many issues when I try and draw, and my creative process takes me forever. Just because I don't have very good fundamentals. So there are many problems I have to solve whenever I'm drawing, but I think it's okay as long as I get there. But this one illustration, guys, let me tell you, I have been struggling so hard. I went through like 2 sketches, and then I started drawing it in like a way that I don't usually draw stuff in. I basically blocked in colors first. But then I realized that it's not gonna work out, and I had to start over, and that was pretty bad. That was pretty frustrating, having to start over and kind of scale back my idea and my whole concept of the illustration. But I've been having some nice progress lately, so it's not all bad. The statue of Dolly Arachnea that will replace the Statue of Liberty. That's what I'm saying when I say you guys are way more ambitious than I am. I'm dreaming small over here, just wanting to draw one illustration, and you guys are having statues and sculptures in mind. But I think it's okay. I like when you guys joke around like that. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. I finally solved the issue, and we are on our way with that illustration, and I'm very happy about that. Because once I do, I basically need like 3 illustrations for that project. Dolly is keeping in secret the world tour project. Joke around, so should I stop sculpting? No! If you wanna sculpt me, then sculpt me. Honestly, sculptures are so cool. I have no idea how people do them. I have tried and I failed miserably. I'm gonna die, by the way. Ooh. Plushie saved me. That plushie came in clutch. Yeah, it really came in clutch, man. The run would have been over if not for the plushie. Thank goodness it's there. Oh wait, it wouldn't have been over. I have chicken feather. I would be fine. Well, whatever. Sorry about being dramatic. It will happen again. But I did try sculpting. I have no idea how people do that. Because my sculptures looked horrible and I hated them. Although one wasn't too bad. It was like a cat sculpture. I don't think I have it anymore, but it wasn't that bad. I could even paint it and stuff. That was pretty nice. But overall sculpting, not for me. Not for me, definitely. I have even less of an idea how people make those really beautiful lifelike sculptures, because I don't know, at least to me, sculpting seems like such an unforgiving medium to work in. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there are ways to do it that aren't so difficult and unforgiving, but I found it very difficult. I found it very, very tough. And there are some sculptures out there that look so nice. How do I explain it without showing it? Basically, some artists are able to make it so there is like the imprint of the hand on like the body. So, for example, there's a hand touching an arm, right? And you can see the imprint of that hand on the arm. Like, that's crazy. That's insane. And it looks so good. It makes the sculpture look so soft. It's genuinely so impressive. I wish I knew some artists that can do that kind of stuff off the top of my head. Maybe Bernini, for example, I think. Yeah, probably Bernini, but if I'm wrong, then I'm very sorry about spreading misinformation on the internet. You guys can look that artist up if you want to. You could probably see some stuff like what I'm saying right now. Maybe that will help visualize it a little bit. But I might have spread misinformation accidentally. It's also crazy, some statues look like they have see-through clothes. Yeah! Right? They look like they have like wet clothing on them. That's crazy, right? Like, how do people do that? It's genuinely so impressive. Also, I hope I wasn't wrong about the artist I am telling you guys about, because that's gonna be so embarrassing for me. I don't know too many sculpture artists. I'm a little bit better with painters, but just slightly better with painters. Don't even get me started on architecture. I'm not gonna last. Wasn't Michelangelo a sculptor? Yeah, Michelangelo was basically a painter, a sculptor. He also did architecture. That guy did everything. So yeah. What did you say the sculpture was called? Oh, no. I didn't say the name of the sculpture, but the name of the artist was Bernini. He was a pretty prominent sculptor. But yeah, Michelangelo did everything. By the way, have you guys seen pictures of David? Like the sculpture with people to scale? Because that guy is massive. He's so big. It's crazy. Every single time some pictures of David with people next to him to scale pop up, I am taken aback. The artist? Yeah, Bernini. But yeah, like I said, I'm not the best with sculptures. I'm not the best with sculptures, so sorry guys, I'm not the best source. Wish I had more examples to give, honestly. Because there were so many nice sculptures over the course of history. So many nice artists. And my small little head only remembers a handful. But it's okay. Anyway, what was I going to talk about? Oh my god! Stamp of Greed! Do I wanna swap it? Probably bad idea. Maybe strengthen this? Oh no, I'm getting overwhelmed here. Would be nice to have maybe the first collab soon. It's already 8 minutes in. No greed stamp, yeah. Today's priority is winning over greed. You know I'm serious when I deny myself the greed stamp. We're struggling here a little bit. You guys can probably see. This little place is a very prominent run ender, but I hope it will not end my run this time. There we go, give me that collab! Oh no. Oh, this is horrible. Oh my god. No! Well, at least we have some revives, I guess. And like so much XP. The chicken feather is carrying me here. You know what? Yeah, give me all of that. We can take it. You heard that the strategy to beat this stage is hollow? Somehow I doubt it. Wait, I want to swap this actually. Yeah. I'm gonna try and go for crowd control. At least as much as I possibly can. We already have the first collab, so that's gonna help a lot. Can I just leave the situation? I love leaving this situation whenever I can. Oh my goodness, my HP! Honestly, I feel like I have all the ingredients of a very good run in my hands right here. So if I can make this work, it would be great. But if I can't, then it's simply too bad. Oh, knockback. Knockback seems great. Honestly, swap this. Strengthen the knockback. I like the idea of knockback on Fauna. In this stage in particular, it can be very nice. Like I said, I'm gonna go hard on crowd control, or at least I'm gonna try. Oh no. 10 minutes. This is gonna be a little bit of a struggle. I wish I could clear the small enemies faster, but it is what it is. Let's just focus on at least taking one boss out before anything else. Oh, that is a very bad area to be in. I want to get out. Let's at least get to a place that is more open. So I have more room to maneuver with. And there we go, first boss down. Yes! Nice, very good. A-chan is going to be a little bit of a problem. But I think I can do this, maybe. I'm gonna try anyway. This attack is great because I can easily attack a little bit. But the more bullet hell ones are a nightmare. They are a nightmare indeed. Uber Sheep and Spider Cooking collab are really good at healing and AoE. Ooh. Might pick it up then, if I can. Oh, this is bad. The slowing enemy. Oh my god. Honestly, drop this here. Yes! Let's go! Okay, this is looking better and better. We've got through the first or even the second roadblock. Now if I can maybe get to Nodoka, then I'm gonna consider this a success already. But let's see if I can take it further. Please don't pick up spider cooking as a hobby. Hey, don't you know spiders eat other spiders? You guys should have been expecting this. Man, there's an anvil there, but I can't get to it. Okay. Do you feel threatened? No, I don't. You guys should though. The trumpet is gone. Yeah, sorry to all the trumpet fans. I didn't even flinch when I got rid of it. 900 versus 1. Yeah, but like you guys are so tiny. You guys stand no chance against me. Don't you realize? I specifically designed you guys to be tiny. Like little ants. So you cannot overthrow me. See? You know what? Yeah, let's get this first. But I will let you guys, since I will feel sad. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You guys know my one weakness. By the way, after this run, I have to look for some examples of the sculptures that I kinda mentioned, because I want you guys to see exactly what I meant. But we can wait a little bit for that. There is no rush. Right now the only rush is to get a nice second collab before like the 20-minute mark. Also on stream, so you guys will settle with Spider Sister. Leave her out of this. But yeah, I bet Spider Sister would side with you guys, not with me. She likes to play pranks on me lately. And like bother me and stuff. I don't know what happened to her. When she used to be very little, she would kinda go into my room all the time just to annoy me. And I thought she was over it, but I guess that phase is back. One of us. Yeah, she is one of you guys. True. My sister has many traits of a spiderling. He's been also pretty mean to me. I don't know what that's about. Spider sisters on you guys' side. She really is. What the heck? There was a big enemy here? I didn't even realize. Or was it Yago? I think it was Yago. Okay, makes sense now. Nice! Another golden anvil, let's go! Okay, I don't know what I want for the next collab. I don't know if I can even get to the next collab before Nodoka, but... I guess we can go with whatever. Probably will not make that big of a difference. Wait, what even can I get with what I have already? We can get Stream of Tears. I kinda want Stream of Tears. When the collabs become available, you have to max out 2 items that are compatible with each other. And then you can combine them. That's how it works, basically. But I'm not gonna stress about it too much. I think what I have right now is gonna be pretty good. Maybe getting some more stuff would be nice, but if we don't, I think we still have a fighting chance, and that's the most important part. Do I still have the knockback stamp? Yeah, I do. I think. I do, but it procs kind of weirdly, I guess. It almost feels like I don't, but... I'm sure it's helping. At level 50, I get a super collab. Oh, I didn't know that's how it works. I've only gotten 1 super collab ever. You guys said that I need Uber Sheep. I'm gonna take it then. And maybe I'm gonna try and get a super collab if possible. Oh no, I'm just gonna pop my ultimate here just in case. Okay, sorry guys, I'm gonna focus a little bit more on the stage here right now. Like I've said in the title, today is the day I beat stage 2 hard mode. I am very determined. Extremely determined, guys. Do not underestimate it. I think the biggest thing that kind of kept me from beating it last time was that I was probably a little bit too distracted. But I can't help it. Like I said, HoloCure is a very chatty game for me. Serious mode is on, yeah. But we need to take the chattiness away for a little bit at the very least. So we can focus on winning. Or at least trying to win. I don't like what's happening here. I don't like my HP bar right now. Let's just get out of here. What on earth is happening? Who is causing these attacks? Oh, it's them! Okay, I see now. I see now. Honestly, enemies that can shoot are the worst in this game, in my opinion. I find it very hard to dodge any ranged attacks in HoloCure. I don't need to read this message since it's only to distract you. Stop reading, even though I'm still writing. Please, Dolly, stop. No, I will not. Do not underestimate how used I am to reading chat by now. Good try though, Mango. Good try. But it's kind of a habit right now. I sometimes can't help but read chat. Even if I know I should not. I still do that. Professional streamer. I'm not a professional streamer though. I'm just pretty used to it by now. Oh no, I popped the ultimate! Without any need for it. Because I panicked a little bit at the end there. I mean, I guess it's good. What on earth is this? Oh my god. This is my personal— What on earth? Don't die! Okay, oof, okay. That revive saved me. Did you guys see that? It genuinely saved me. I would have been cooked without that revive. Okay, but let's go. I don't think I will be able to get a super collab, but I'm gonna try anyway. Just in case. Okay. No Uber sheep, but we have a fan beam. I'm gonna take it since there's no reason not to really. Ah, oh my god. I need to go further away. Or my HP is just going to be gone. This is not a good place to be in right now. I don't have my special up. I do have it up. What? Why did I say it wasn't up? It clearly was. Ow. Nice, that was a good decision. I got kind of greedy with that XP pickup, but it was worth it. I've got like a level or two out of it. Goodness. You know what I might do? Okay, good. Might have been a bit greedy, but I want to get some nice damage in, if I can. And I feel confident since I do have plushie. Okay. I'm just gonna stand here. It was probably very greedy to do though. Like, if I didn't have plushie, I would have died. Or didn't have my ultimate up. Nice! Nice! Nice, nice, nice. I think I will be able to get the super collab. I heard so— Oh! Guys, I think I'm gonna have the super collab. I think there's an anvil somewhere. I need to get to it. I need to survive. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Okay. Let's go. Does it heal me? Is that the case? I haven't seen it before yet. I've only got like one super collab before. Oh my god, I'm— Ah! No, 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 don't die, Fauna! Ah! My ultimate is not up! Okay, but I think I can survive this. At least we have like a crap ton of healing to fall back on, which is great. Endless heal. Yeah, exactly. Clutch. Yeah, like my build is very, very nice for any clutch plays here. I don't like how many enemies are beginning to spawn. We might have some issues with that very soon, but at least I am getting levels, I guess. How much HP does Nodoka even have? Oh, I don't like being here. I get... Yeah, I don't like how much stuff is going on, guys. Might have taken too long. Okay, that burger saved me. Where even is she? And she's over on the other side. I'm just gonna pick up some stuff. No! Okay, oh my god. My ultimate there saved me. I don't know if I will be able to win this, guys, because I think I took a little bit too long. I don't know if I didn't have enough damage or what. That might be the case. Hard to tell. But if I'm still alive, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try as long as we are alive. I think I still have like one revive just in case. Five minutes. I wasn't really looking at the timer before. I almost hit tiger instead of timer. Guys! Oh my god! I am so happy. I was starting to get really anxious there. But I did it! And on my first run too! I'm so happy! Finally! It took like 2 streams! Oh my god! Okay! Nice! There is stage 3 hard? Are you serious? Oh my god, I thought it's only gonna be like stage 2 and nothing else. Stream over? No, 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 it's not over. It's not over. It is not over. Wait, I wanna go here. Yes. We need a break after that. Now beat it with Halo level 5. Maybe someday. I'm probably not going to be doing stage 3 hard mode today. Cake break. Yes, we need a cake break. It's exactly what we need. But yeah, I was going to look up some sculptures I was talking about. I'm pretty sure Bernini had some sculptures like that, but I need to find some specific ones. I think Apollo and Daphne, maybe? Let me look for some close-ups. Yeah, Apollo and Daphne might be a good example of what I was talking about when the body of the characters in the sculpture looks very soft and realistic, that kind of stuff. You guys can look for it. I bet there are some close-ups, but I can't find any. Apollo and Daphne close-up. Yeah, there are some nice close-ups. I vividly remember finding one specific close-up that illustrated that kind of softness very well, but I can't seem to find it now. Anyway, like I've said, Bernini was very good at portraying the softness of the body and stuff. Really nice work when it comes to sculptures. Anyway. Let's get back into the game. We need a little break here. Maybe I should cook some stuff because it's been a while since I've been cooking. But I don't really have any stuff. Oh my god, greatly increases the chance of Halo appearing. Maybe I should get that. We need some corn and we need some garlic apparently. Let's grow some corn and garlic. I want the Halo soup. Corn, yes. Give me 4 of those and give me 4 of garlic. Because I was thinking that if I beat stage 2 hard mode... Oh wait, I don't have any soil. Are you serious? Give me some. Yeah, I was thinking if I do stage 2 hard mode today, then after that we can just do some Halo stages to relax, because I like doing easier stages with Halo. I've been thinking about maybe increasing some fandom ranks with some of the girls, definitely with Fauna, but I need to check which stages I have done with which girl, because I don't remember. I don't exactly remember that right now. But that's not that big of a problem, we can always check. And yeah, speaking of art, although very different kind of art, I did say that I'm gonna show you guys some progress with one illustration I was doing, and I have very good I have very good examples, so give me a second. I have them prepared. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? It's kind of embarrassing to show that because like one of these things I'm gonna show you was very incorrect. Just look at this, see? I basically, how do I explain? That illustration is of Dolly holding a very specific instrument. It is not a musical instrument, but it is an instrument. And this example you can see on the screen right now is very incorrect. I drew the hand totally wrong, and I was so bothered by it. I was genuinely so bothered. And it kinda locked me in like a like a little block, because I was struggling so hard with drawing the hand better, holding a hammer, broom, bong stick. I like you guys' guesses, I like them. You were about to compliment the hand drawing. Wait till you see the improved version. This is the improved version. It looks way better. This is actually how you are supposed to be holding the thing that she is holding. This is actually way more correct. Way more correct, and I like it a lot more. And now I can finally do some progress on the illustration again, because it is finally not bothering me anymore. So yeah. Could I explain what I don't like about it? Basically, how do I explain this? That is not how a person typically holds that kind of instrument from the perspective the drawing was made in. Like, it was not correct. It is possible to hold something like that, but in the specific pose that the character was in, it looked very incorrect. You could probably see it better if you could see the whole character, but I'm gonna show it to you guys when I reveal the illustration when it's done, don't worry. So yeah, that's basically the issue that was with it. But the second version is vastly improved. It looks so much better. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy I've managed to fix it and that I can move on with the illustration finally, because it has been bugging me for a long time. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna show you guys like full progress stuff once I'm done with it. Right now you only get small little sneak peeks. Good job, thank you so much. I tried my best. I tried very hard to fix it, and I'm so happy with it now. A spear to stab bad spiderlings. I like you guys' guesses because they are very incorrect. But you can keep guessing. I guess if one of you makes a correct assumption, I'm not gonna confirm it nor deny it because, you know, I don't want to spoil it, but I like to see you guys guess. I guess I can tell what that is for though, because it's gonna be an illustration used for a starting soon screen. Yeah. That's what this is for. A magic wand to turn spiderlings into potatoes. Dolly playing the drums. I really like the guesses. I really do like them. An orb in disguise! It is not an orb! And certainly not an orb in disguise, guys. But yeah, it is gonna be used for a starting soon screen. It's actually going to be a be right back screen and an ending screen too. But they're gonna be in different colors. I am still thinking if I wanna animate it a little bit. Initially, I was going to make a Live 2D illustration. That's why I had to start over, because I was kinda drawing it with the intention of it being used for Live 2D. But then it just wasn't working out. Like, it wasn't looking correct when I was trying to make it like that. So I had to scrap what I had done. Dolly playing a game with big sticks. Yeah, I had to scrap it. Unfortunately. I'm probably gonna show you guys the scrapped version too, but that's gonna be in the future. And yeah, and then I was just like, okay, if I'm not gonna make it Live 2D, then at least I can probably make a regular illustration. And I might animate some fragments of it, honestly, because I think I could probably do it. My current starting soon screen and be right back screen and even the ending screen, they are animated. However, they are animated in a very limited fashion. Are drawings for Live 2D more difficult? I wouldn't say they are more difficult, but it's more like it's a different approach. It's definitely a different approach, and just it didn't work out for this specific illustration, especially since I'm not too well versed in Live 2D art yet. I know how to draw a model, but a model is very specific type of Live 2D illustration. I find drawing models quite easy, but this one was going to have like a background and stuff, and I think because of that it just didn't work out too well. And that's unfortunate. Maybe someday I will have like a Live 2D illustration attempt that is gonna work better. Maybe the issue was slightly on my part because I didn't make the sketch expecting it to be a Live 2D illustration. Because I bet if I knew that this is gonna be in Live 2D, I would have probably made the pose maybe more Live 2D friendly or something. So yeah, many issues arise on that front, but it's fine, it's okay. Sometimes things don't work out, especially in creative processes. And it's not bad, it's just something that happens. It's a bit frustrating to have to scrap work you have already done, but it's not the end of the world. The end of the world would have been if like a file corrupted or something, then I would be very upset. But if it's just something that kinda didn't work out, then I'm not gonna be too sad about it. That's just kinda how things are sometimes. Maybe I'm used to it by now because there are many things I have scrapped in the past. Or that didn't really work out that well. And I never posted them or never have shown them anywhere. Maybe I'm gonna show you guys some scrapped stuff in the future, honestly. I have like a bunch of sketches or even illustrations that were kinda in the process of being made, but then something didn't work out when I was drawing them. I have so many of them, and I think it could be a nice experience to kind of show them on stream and talk about them. It's really nice being a streamer that is kind of art adjacent with, you know, being a VTuber and kind of making my own stuff every now and again. It's nice because even my failed projects, even my failed attempts at stuff are going to be a learning experience, maybe for you guys if I ever show them and stuff. Since I do have the opportunity to show them. You know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. This is just kind of how stuff is sometimes. But on the good side of things, 1/3 of that project is already done because I needed a thumbnail illustration and I do have it. I do have it ready. It's like done. It was done without much trouble too, so I'm very pleased with that. Initially, I wasn't too big of a fan of how it turned out, but now it kind of grew on me. Right now, I don't mind how it looks too much. I will be able to use it So yeah, that is very nice. And then after I'm done with the starting soon, be right back, and screen, there's only going to be one last thing I will have to do. And then I can basically start the other portion of the project, which is much less work intensive, thankfully. It's just gonna be some planning. And yeah, it's gonna be real nice. But it's kind of funny because I have actually told you guys the project I am working on right now in the past. Like, you guys know that it's something I'm working on. It's something that you guys know about. So, if you guys really tried, you could guess what it is. Is it the debut of Folly? No, it's not the debut of Folly. It's something else. But it is something I have told you about, technically. It's just that, I don't know, like, talking about ideas, I am very open. But once something becomes serious and I go into full production, I get very secretive about it. Clown debut. Yeah, once something goes into production, I shut my mouth real quick. I did not say a thing. It's gonna be like a full surprise. I don't think you guys have even seen the sketch of the thumbnail art I have worked on. I don't think I have even showed you guys that. So yeah. Is the end and be right back going to replace the old ones? No, they are not going to replace the old ones. They are going to be used only for some very specific streams. It's all I'm gonna say. They're not replacing the old ones yet. I will probably replace them in the future at some point, but that day is not yet today. Yeah, they are going to be very, very project-specific screens. It's something that technically I didn't have to go that hard on, but I decided that I'm gonna go that hard on it anyway. But you guys will see. Honestly, I think if I do a good job at it, I will be able to probably finish the screens by the end of next week, I think. Because whenever I'm drawing, the hardest and the most time-consuming part for me is the line art. Because you guys have probably seen my line art. It is very clean, it is very thin. Whenever I'm drawing on an iPad, that's kind of how I do it. And because of the way it looks and because of the way I draw it, it takes me a long time. But after that, the colors and stuff, I do struggle with them sometimes, but they do not take me that long. Why is this so fast? Is it the Dolly Drawing Dolly one? No, not that one either. Speaking of that, you kind of gave me an idea. But I have to curb my excitement. I have to stop myself. I have to stop myself. Maybe in the future I'm going to. Because I was thinking, now that you said it, I kind of got an idea that maybe I could make some specific be right back and starting soon screens for drawing streams, like, you know, with Dolly painting something maybe. But I don't plan to do it right now. I don't plan to do it right now. Usually, how long does it take me to complete a drawing? It takes many hours. I'm not certain how many exactly. I know some drawing programs show you how much time you have spent on a given illustration. I don't think Procreate does that. I think Clip Studio Paint does that, but Procreate, I don't think so. So there's really no way for me to say, but I think a good estimate would be something around 5 to 10 hours of work. It depends on the complexity of the illustration. Also depends on the level of polish. And it also depends on how much I struggle with it. Because sometimes a drawing can go by very smoothly. And then I don't have to revise too many things. I don't have to struggle with too many things. But sometimes something goes wrong in the making of it and I have to redraw a portion or even like redo a whole entire step of production, And then it can complicate things. It can easily make any given project like maybe even up to 15 hours. But that's like very extreme, I think. But yeah, like I've said, it also depends on the complexity, because obviously a VTuber model is going to take many, many hours to draw. But like a regular illustration, a sketch definitely takes me around maybe 4 hours, maybe even less. It also depends on things, I guess. But it's kind of difficult for me to estimate because of the fact that I also don't really work in a way that I sit down and I complete something from start to finish. Usually my process is very fragmented and I take frequent breaks. It is usually done over a period of many days too. So it makes it really, really difficult to estimate correctly how many hours any given illustration takes me. That's why all the stuff I just told you is probably very off. So take it with like a giant grain of salt. I know that some artists can really sit down and complete an illustration in like a day. And then I think it's very easy to tell how many hours it took. But if it's done like how I do it, that I basically take a million breaks, take care of other stuff in between, stream in between, stuff like that, it all gets kind of blurry at that point. I've also kind of paused my projects a little bit because I had something personal that I really wanted to do come up. Like a personal project. You guys will probably never see that, but it's something that I really wanted to do. Hopefully I'm gonna finish it soon. And after that I can focus on just Dolly projects for a good while. But yeah, I like projects, but sometimes they get so tough. And time consuming, but it's good. It's the good type of time consuming. Also, I hope you guys don't mind me yapping too much. Good luck. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I do like having something like that stuff. Something that I can focus on doing and then feel good after I finish. You know? It's really rewarding. Oh my goodness, wait. The plants are ready. Let's get them. Let's make some halu soup. And then I need to figure out what I want to play next and with whom. Oh my god, love nature. How nice. But before anything else, I also have to make sure that all my workers are fed and taken care of. Let's maybe cook first. I think it was the weird looking soup. Yeah, this one, strange seafood soup. Let's cook this. Can I make any more? Is my question. No, we cannot make any more. We lack onion and we lack pepper. Well, maybe next time. Right now we only need one. Anyway. Shrimp, tomato. They want tomatoes, it seems like. We can plant some tomatoes and then we can plant pepper and onion later. Let's get more soil. Let's get some tomatoes. Alright. It's nice that it's raining because I don't have to plant. I mean, I don't have to water anything. By the way, guys, some of you may have seen it or some of you may have not. But I teased the fact that there's something special gonna happen on 30th of June. So I hope you guys are excited. It's not gonna be something crazy, but it's just something that I think you guys might want to clear your schedule for. So I decided to give you guys a heads up, just in case. Do I have any shrimp? I do have some shrimp. couldn't catch it. What was it again? I didn't reveal what it was yet. But it's gonna be something. That's all I'm gonna say for now. It's gonna be something special. Just a little bit special though. So don't worry, you guys haven't missed anything. Probably going to reveal what exactly it is a little bit closer to the date anyway, so yeah. That's the plan for now. Okay, do I need to... No, okay. Everybody is fed. I think we can probably move on. Let's quit the title, yes. Oh wait, before I do anything, let's maybe shop a little bit. Let's get some upgrades. What do I even want to get? Crit? Haste? You know what? Let's maybe get... Oh, I can't afford the speed, but we can afford the HP up. Let's get HP. And then let me check. It was the 30th, 17 days ago, and you missed it. So can you tell me I won't snitch? No! The 30th of June. Not of May. You guys will have to wait patiently. Okay, I need to check. You know what? Let's maybe play Fauna again. Oh, there we go. Wait, where exactly do I look for the fandom stuff? Where was it? Because I don't remember. Does it show you if you have... Oh yeah, it shows you if you have cleared it. On achievements, oh thank you so much. Achievements. Yeah, there it is, fandoms, thank you. Gaining XP, clear a stage or reach 30 minutes in endless. Normal 7 XP, hard 10 XP. Rank up to XP. Okay, I guess we can do Fauna again. Yeah, we can do Fauna again, just as a little treat for me. Let's do stage mode again, and I want to see which ones I haven't cleared. Oh my god, this one looks ominous. But yeah. It seems like we didn't clear stage 1 with Fauna yet. So let's do that. And I'm gonna go full Halu. If you guys were wondering. It's not gonna be too hard. Wait a second, I actually want to see something. Do I have... No, not gacha. Upgrades. Wasn't there others? Yes. Marketing! Oh, but I can't afford the marketing. No, this is horrible. This is horrible. I guess we need to refund... No! Not all of it! That's not what I meant to do. I just tried to refund my latest purchase. Well, I guess it works. There we go, yes. Now we can get marketing. I'm gonna buy all of marketing. And it took all of my money. Okay, I guess we're not buying upgrades. I guess we're just buying marketing. Let's go now. Now we can do this. Yes, now I'm ready. I can't hit anything. Okay, that's better. Nice, we have marketing. We can go. Time for greed stamp. Yes! This time I will be able to get greed stamp. Give me super shadow time. I'm taking everything. We're gonna go for the greediest build ever. I don't know what kind of build I want to go for. I guess we can go with whatever. Although I'm not sure how difficult Halu 5 is going to be on full marketing on this stage. Because it's been a while since I did it. Halu, yes. Give me Halu. I love that Halu soup. Because I remember before I tried to do a few Halu runs. But I would just not get Halu at all. So it's nice that there's something like that in game to help with it. Because I swear to god I had situations on stream where I just didn't get Halu no matter what. You guys might remember because I'm like so sure it happened. Not gonna go for Halu 2 just yet. Let's maybe max our main weapon first. And then I can go for other stuff. Honestly, this stage is so nice. The enemies are so slow. I love it. But that's why I really wanted to go for full marketing. Because without full marketing, this stage just isn't as fun in my opinion. I remember back when I used to play HoloCure on my laptop, I used to play so much with full marketing on this specific stage. Okay, main weapon is maxed. We can go for Halu. Probably we'll get plushie just in case, maybe. Focus shades. Let's get focus shades. Why not? Maybe after Fauna, I'm gonna play some Okayu. I really like playing Okayu. I love that she is food themed. You guys know that I love food in video games especially. So Okayu is like the perfect character for me. But I also really like Fauna. I like that she has a gimmick with healing and stuff. Like, that's so good. Love it when the character in the video game has a gimmick. That's my genuine favorite thing ever. I love it when that happens. Okay, we got idol music. I have no idea what we can collab. I mean, what we can pair with it for a collab. I guess we can go for our idol concert, but I'm not sure if that was a very flashy collab. It might have been. Have I tried Korone? I think I tried everybody, but I have played Korone very little. I think the characters I play the most are Fauna and Okayu. You know what? Let's get Guardian Tree. But man, I remember when I used to memorize every single collab and now I don't remember anything. Back when I first tried HoloCure, I was so serious about this game. I played it so much. Now I'm a bit more casual. Some things I have forgotten. Some things I still remember but barely. But this game can really draw you in. I have to say. Because I vaguely remember... Not even vaguely. I vividly remember that even after I finished HoloCure streams, I would boot it up and play more. You know what? Give me that Halu. I'm taking it. There are no borders in this stage, so we can go crazy. Like, there's nothing stopping me. We can max Halu and ask questions later. 1 hour turns into a whole day. Yeah! That's what I'm saying, right? I still can't believe HoloCure is free. Like, genuinely, it's such a good game. It's crazy that it's there literally for free. But I'm not complaining. I think there are so many nice free games that I'm yet to discover, honestly. But HoloCure is definitely a gem. It's so nice. Did I get a stamp? Oh no, it's not a stamp. It's just the box. More Super Shadow time. I will take it. Like I said, on this run we can be as greedy as we wanna be. Literally nothing's stopping me. Because I am not stopping myself anymore. I wonder if I can beat stage 2 with Halo 5 though. I think I have done it before, but can I do it right now? I don't know that. Attack stamp, that's pretty good. Honestly, swap this. Strengthen. I have this bad habit of only going for stamps that give you stats. And I need to break it because some effect stamps are so good. I genuinely should go for them more. Like the knockback is so nice. Obviously, greed stamp is an exception from that rule, but can you guys blame me? That's probably expected of me by this point. You know what? I'm gonna take study glasses. But I need to make sure to save a slot for at least one healing item. The trumpet stamp gives the highest stats? No, it does not. I hate the trumpet with a passion. You guys will not make me love it. No matter how much you will try. But yeah, in general, I'm going for a very greedy build right now. But I need to prioritize healing now. If I was going for maximum greed, I would have also taken stolen piggy bank. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm scared it's gonna be a very bad idea. And it's gonna end badly for me. I still can't believe the fact that I've managed to beat Stage 2 hard mode on my very first run today. I remember last stream, it took me like the whole 3 hours of trying Stage 2 hard mode and I still haven't beaten it. I have no idea why I've got it this time. Hi Dolly, hi Lucky AJ, welcome! Genuinely zero idea what happened or what changed to make me win. Maybe I just really locked in. That's probably the case. I just got serious and decided to win instantly. But I was getting so nervous by the end of that run. Today was focus mode. It was focus mode. It really was. Maybe it's the title, you know? Maybe since I put it in the title, I had to beat it. It was like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I willed it into existence. Maybe the power of manifestation is real. Radiance warm-up? That might be the case too. Yesterday's Radiance fight might have done it, honestly. By the way, I was kinda talking about it before, but I genuinely think after I slept on it, that Radiance is the most difficult fight in Hollow Knight I have experienced yet. And the only reason why I think so is because the arena changes so much. Because with basically every fight in Hollow Knight, you get used to the arenas being pretty similar. They are just an empty room with the enemy in it. But Radiance changes it a lot and introduces platforming into the fight. Like before that, I don't recall any major boss doing anything like it. Just one Dream Warrior did something like that. But you know, that was a Dream Warrior. I don't want anything from here. I guess we can go for Stolen Piggy Bank. I was going to go for a healing item, but the game forced my hand. I didn't have a choice. I didn't choose the greed chose me. I don't happen to watch soccer or football. No, I don't. Why? With Radiance, you fight both the boss and the stage at the same time. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about, right? It makes it so much harder. Spider Mama really likes soccer though. Should I ask her about what happened after the stream is over? Because Spider Mama really loves soccer. Spider Mama loves sports. I remember that she told me one time that when she was younger, she wanted to be like a professional, I think it was a physical therapist, just because she wanted to help with sports and stuff. She wanted to work with sports. She was never athletic or anything, but she really loved watching sports. She is so into sports. And I never got that. I never understood how, but I guess it's just not for me. I was always into like games. That was my thing. I should comfort her then? Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm kind of scared now. But I guess I'm gonna find out after I ask her. But yeah, she not only watches soccer, she also watches volleyball. I don't think she watches basketball, but volleyball definitely. And she loves... Oh my goodness, I have no idea what it's called in English, but there is this sport discipline where people jump on skis. You guys know it? Like ski jumping, something like that. You guys probably have heard about it. I'm not sure how prominent it is in other countries. And I have never even heard about it referred to in English, so I genuinely have no idea what's the proper term for it. But Spider Mama loves it. Okay. Let's upgrade the greed stamp here. I vividly remember this one summer where Spider Mama was watching soccer daily every evening. And it was very hot because it was genuinely in the middle of summer. Do they jump on the skis or while on the skis? While on the skis, yeah. And I think they measure how far they jumped or something like that. And determine who wins by that. Yeah. I hope I'm explaining it correctly. Like I said, I'm not too into sports. So like, I might be spreading misinformation on the internet by accident. I'm very sorry if I am. But yeah, this one summer it was very hot and Spider Mama would be watching sports. I think it was soccer on the TV, and I would just be sitting in the living room on her laptop playing The Sims. It was the time of my life. It's called Sky Jump. Okay, good to know, good to know. I will try to remember, thank you. I figured it would be something like that. But yeah, man, that summer was nice. Back then, I didn't really have my own room either. I used to share my room with my sister before my family moved. So I wasn't really spending much time in my room. What do I want to take from here? Let's maybe take this. My build is all over the place, genuinely. I'm just taking whatever. But yeah, I didn't have my own room. I shared it with my sister for a good while before we moved. And only then have I gotten my genuine own room, you know? A place where only I really spend time in. So before I used to play games on my mom's laptop in the living room. I didn't even have my own laptop. Did you tell Spider Mama about Sims 2 lore? She knows Sims 2 lore very well. Back when I was playing The Sims 2, she was playing The Sims 2 as well. It runs in the family, guys. Why do you think I'm so into The Sims? It runs in the family. Genuinely. That's why I am like this. Did we have a bunk bed? We actually did have a bunk bed. But We didn't have a bunk bed back when we shared the room. It's kind of convoluted, but back then we had like this really big bed, basically, that we could share. So that was that. And then after we moved, at first we got, you know, technically we had separate rooms, but I really wanted to have a bunk bed. I have no idea why, but I really, really wanted to have a bunk bed. And apparently some relatives of mine had a bunk bed to like give away. So my parents made it so I had my own bunk bed. And my sister was like, you know what, if you're gonna have a bunk bed, then I want to have a bunk bed too. So we kind of shared a room for a while anyway. Even though we had separate ones, just because she really wanted to have my bunk bed. Tub bunk is always the prime spot. Yeah, I used to be the one sleeping on the tub bunk for a while. At some point, Spider's sister was kind of bored of the bunk bed and she went to her own room, and then I think I was sleeping on the bottom bunk. At some point, my parents also were like, you know what, if you're not gonna sleep on the bunk bed, then we're just gonna share it. We're just gonna separate the bunk beds and we're gonna make it so each of you has one bunk bed. So yeah, the bunk bed only lasted for like a year or two and then it was gone. It wasn't even a bunk bed anymore. You lost tub bunk privileges after falling off it several times mid-sleep. Oh my goodness. I hope you were okay. But yeah, I was very scared of falling off, but I still slept on the tub bunk. You know what actually kind of threw me off of sleeping on the tub bunk? Because for a while after we moved, my windows didn't have blinds on them. So I couldn't, you know, cover my windows when I was sleeping. And thankfully nothing terribly bad happened, like somebody, I don't know, looking through the window when I was sleeping, nothing like that. But what happened is that this street that my window was looking out on had a faulty lamp. And it was blinking. It was like flicking on and off during the night. And I was so scared of that. I genuinely believed that I would see Slenderman there or something like that. I was so scared of that. And it made me very scared of sleeping there at night. The fact that I was also listening to some scary music when I was going to sleep didn't help at all. I have no idea why I did that, but I did that. So we both had the bottom bunk. Yeah, once the bunk beds were separated into basically separate beds, we both technically had the bottom bunk, yeah. Your parents ended up separating it? Yeah, same for us. Same for me and my sister. Kind of funny how that happened. Oh my god, there's so much XP here. Do you guys see this? Oh my god. I thought it was never gonna stop and I'm gonna get like 10 levels, but I guess not. I don't know what I want to get. I don't remember. Wait. Man, I can't even... What do I get? Is there a collab of those two things? I think I might have messed up. Yeah, I messed up a little bit. I didn't remember the collabs, but it's fine. I think we're gonna win anyway. Sorry guys, you got me going off on like a very elaborate rant. Hope you guys don't mind too much. But it's kind of crazy that both me and my mom were very into The Sims 2 at the same time. I remember when The Sims 3 came out, she also played that a little bit. Oh, have I told you guys? Actually, I have played on my mom's save files in The Sims 2 every now and again. And this one time, she had this sim, and I was playing on her save file, and I accidentally killed her sim. I don't remember how, but I did. I killed her sim. And I felt so bad about it. I would reload the save file over and over, trying to prevent the death. I think eventually I succeeded. Accidentally. Yeah, I don't even remember how that happened. But eventually I have succeeded in preventing the sim's death. So thankfully my mom's progress was not lost. But it was pretty pretty scary to go through back then. I was like, oh my god, what have I done? My mom is gonna be livid. Destroying Spider-Mama's save file. You feel like it involved a pool? I don't think it did. I think it was something like starvation or something. Like a very weird death that doesn't usually happen in game unless you do it deliberately. Might have been of illness. Because The Sims 2 is very infamous for having an illness system that is very likely to kill your sim. I think at some point the illness system broke. And okay, so how it works is basically that first your sim gets they get a cold, right? They get a cold, and if you don't treat the cold with soup and them, you know, spending a lot of time in bed and stuff, if you don't treat it, then they get pneumonia. And then they can die from pneumonia, but something broke about that system, and for whatever reason, the pneumonia status effect just didn't proc correctly, and instead of that happening, your sim would just die. Your sim would just die instantly. Because they had a cold. Or something like that. It's crazy. The Sims 2 goes hard. Yeah, that game has some pretty major bugs. I don't know if it was introduced in like a specific expansion pack. I think that bug is still there to this day. There are some mods to fix it, but yeah, if you play on the vanilla game, that can happen to you any time you play. What a deadly cold. Yeah, exactly. So it might have been that. It might have been food poisoning, although I have heard that it's very difficult to die from food poisoning in The Sims 2. So I'm not sure what it was at the end of the day. It definitely wasn't the pool though. Definitely not that. I've also had this one experience where I was playing The Sims 2 and I had a counterfeit simoleon machine in my Sims house so they could print money. And then a burglar came and they stole the machine. They stole the counterfeit simoleon machine. And I reloaded the game a couple times because I was trying to prevent it from happening. That was also pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Weren't aliens introduced in 2? It's been a while since you've seen it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure aliens are in the base game of Sims 2. In Sims 3 and 4, they are in expansions, but in Sims 2, they are in the base game. Apparently, Will Wright, the creator of the Sims franchise, is very obsessed with aliens, and he puts them in many of his games. If Sims die, is it a game over? It depends. If you don't have any additional Sims in the house and your only Sim dies, then yeah, it is game over. But if you have other Sims living in the same house, then it's not game over. The game just carries on. Like nothing happened other than the fact that you can't play that one specific Sim anymore. In University expansion for The Sims 2, there was a method to revive dead Sims introduced, so there's also the option of that. But you might accidentally turn your sim into a zombie. So it's a little bit of a, you know, it's a little bit unreliable. In the newer Sims games, you can play as a ghost. Yeah, I don't think that's possible in The Sims 2. I think ghosts are kind of broken in The Sims 2, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I think starting from Sims 3, you can play as a ghost without any problems. I love The Sims. Have you guys known that I love The Sims? Have I ever told you that? Zombie ghost. I don't think that's possible. I think if your sim is a zombie, they cannot die. Although I don't know because I have never played with zombies. You love them? No way. Yeah, I know, right? It's a big secret. It's a big secret how much I love playing The Sims. You hate to break it to me, but what? It turns 20 this year. I know, and I'm livid. I am livid about it, believe me. It does not feel like 20 years. It does not in the slightest. So I refuse to believe that it's been 20 years. To me, it's just like it was yesterday, you know? So I started in my 60s. Yeah. Exactly. Where does the time go? Yeah. Oh, and speaking of that, I've been trying to make Sims 2 work on my newer PC recently. And I've kind of succeeded, but kind of failed. You know, as much as I say that it doesn't feel like 20 years have passed, once you actually try to run The Sims 2 on a new system, you can tell that this game wasn't built for it. This game really struggles with newer systems, unfortunately. There are fixes for it, and I've been working to get them to work. I've already applied the 4GB patch, so thankfully my game crashes a lot less. And I've also worked to make sure that the game can recognize my equipment properly. So it works on the correct graphics card and stuff like that. But even then, I still have some issues. My current issues with the game that I experience the most is frequent crashing. It's not as frequent as it would have been if I didn't apply the 4GB patch, thankfully. But there's still some pretty frequent crashing happening. And I also have issues with textures. I think it's probably due to a memory leak or something. And if that's the case, then I think it is a decently easy fix. I just have to make sure the game gets more memory to allocate for textures and stuff. I think you can do it with messing around in the game files or something. I need to look up a tutorial. But yeah, those are the two biggest issues I am experiencing with the game currently. After I fix them, I think I will be able to stream the game. But since my game is very unstable at the moment, I can't exactly stream it. Because it would just crash too much. You've noticed older games don't have proper resolution settings. Yeah, The Sims 2 is like that too. But I've already fixed it because you can kind of mess around in the game files and make sure that the game will be able to run in full HD. So that is already fixed, thankfully. So it ends up a tiny square. Yeah. Thankfully, there is a very easy fix for Sims 2, so that's not that big of a problem. The bigger problem is... No, don't retry. What the heck? The bigger problem is the textures and stuff. Look how many coins I have. 80,000. Let's buy some upgrades with it. You know what? Let's get growth, and then we can get some HP. I kind of want to play stage 2 with Halu, but wait, I'm gonna drink some water first. Give me a second, guys. I don't think I touched my water ever since I started the stream. I was too busy talking. That's probably bad, but at least I've drank it now. Anyways, so since I was thinking about doing stage 2 hard mode, and I'm pretty sure I have already done... I mean, not hard mode, regular mode. Yeah, I have already done it with Fauna. I want to do it with somebody else. And I was talking about Okayu before. Oh, I cleared it with Okayu too? Okay then, how about Ina? Yeah, let's go with Ina. Yeah, I haven't cleared it with Ina yet. But wait, I don't have any more strange seafood soup. Let's maybe work on that first. Real quick, I think I need some pepper and some onion, and then we can make more. Because I need my Halu, or else I cannot live. I cannot do my plans if I don't have Halu. So let me just collect everything. Buy some onion, buy some pepper. I don't have enough money. I spent all my money on upgrades. No. Okay, can I at least maybe... Yes, collect. Oh my god. This saved me. Oh my god. I didn't even know I have like 90,000 in there, by the way. I guess I'm gonna have to buy some more upgrades. Anyway. Broke, there wasn't enough greed. Thankfully, there was. Turns out there was. I just needed to look for it. Okay, let's buy all of that. And let's get gardening. Oh my goodness, money for upgrades. Thank you so much, Lucky AJ. I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you. By the way, I was kind of thinking, I really like games that are... I guess somebody told me that retro games are technically games that are 20 years old, but they do not feel retro to me, you know? Even when The Sims 2 turns 20 years old, I will not call it a retro game. I refuse to do that. But I do kind of like games from that sort of time period, you know? Like around 20 years ago. I just love how the games look. Especially 3D ones. Obviously they look very dated, but there's just something about that style of graphics that I love. It just looks so... I don't know. It looks so nice to me. I can't explain it. I just love how it looks. Even if it is dated, even if it is old, I'm still gonna love it. I cannot help it. I need to look for some nice games like that to stream. I bet there are many. It's too late, Dolly. The retirement house is that way. No! I don't want to go to the retirement house. I just want to stream my silly little 20-year-old games if I can. Or at least play them if I can stream them. You know, playing them is enough for me. But I would really love to make some kind of The Sims 2 challenge playthrough on stream. Because I think doing regular Sims 2 gameplay, like, you know, playing with the family and stuff, it's fun. But I don't think it would work for the kind of content I do usually. Because it's more story focused. You kind of have to make up your own lore when you do that. And I love doing that when I'm playing by myself, but I don't know if I could do it well on stream. I think my streams are better suited for just kind of messing around in the game. Sims 2 speedrun. I bet there are some speedrun categories like any % death. Or something. I bet there are some. But not necessarily speedruns, but there are many challenge playthroughs you can do. Like, for example, starting on a lot that has nothing on it with 0 money and kind of working with what you get, you know? You usually quit once your original sim gets old. I actually quite like playing with different generations. I really do like it. I remember back when I was still playing Sims 4, I had this multi-generational save file. I think I got... Wait. I will tell you exactly to which generation I got, because I was playing a very specific challenge. It was called Not So Berry Challenge, and how it works is you basically get 10 generations of Sims you have to play with, and every generation has its own color and its own traits, its own job they have to have and stuff. The first generation was mint. Then the second generation was red, third generation was yellow, and then fourth generation was gray, and then fifth generation was plum. And I think I've got to the plum generation. And then I stopped playing. I wish I still had that save file, because it was such a long playthrough. And it was so much fun. That kind of challenge is really, really fun to do. How do you choose who gets kicked out of the main house? Your heart can't take it. I usually have a favorite child in the house. You're not supposed to have a favorite child, but when I'm playing The Sims, I do have a favorite child. Although the favorite child isn't always who gets kicked out, sometimes I just make them move out and then the siblings stay in the main house. But even then, when you are playing Sims 2, there is this very popular way of playing that originated because the game doesn't have any sort of story progression. The houses of the Sims that you don't play don't even age, and people were bothered by it. So what they came up with is rotational playing with the different houses, where you basically write down how many days you have played with certain houses, and you make sure it's equally distributed for every single house. And in that way, the whole neighborhood ages regularly, and there is like story progression that you basically make yourself. So in that kind of system, I guess technically you don't have to worry about not playing with your old Sims anymore and stuff, because you can still play them. You will most likely still play them, unless they like die or something. And yeah, it's really nice. I never played like that, but I really want to try that now. That is some next level planning. Yeah, it's really nice. I love it because I love planning. I love planning in games. I love making my little spreadsheet and keeping track of things. That's so nice. Then you can change the setting in 3 to do the same. I've heard it's kind of tricky. I've heard there are some issues with The Sims 3 when it comes to rotational playing. Some people have managed to do that in The Sims 4 though, because since The Sims 3 is open world, it creates some issues, but I haven't really gotten too deep into it. Anyway, I did see some rotational playthroughs in The Sims 4 though. Honestly, I think I've played so much Sims 3, but it's the one that I remember the least. I remember very vividly having this one house that was basically like a giant empty lot with some random supernatural Sims on it. And like, I bought so many things. I bought them like a crane game, and what they would do is play the crane game all day, every day. Because you could get gems from the crane game. And then they would sell the gems from the crane game, and that's how they made money. I played so much in that one house. I have no idea what made me play like that, but I just did. You remember one the least because you were too young? I think I played one the least, but I remember it pretty well. I remember that I burned down one of my Sims' house in Sims 1. And I used to love equipping my Sims with this one makeup style that made them look like a butterfly was on their face. I loved it. It was my favorite. So yeah. Out of all the Sims, which one did you play the most? Honestly hard to tell. Especially since each of the Sims games I have played in a different period of my life. Definitely Sims 1 I played the least because I didn't actually own the game. I played that game on my uncle's computer. I'm gonna get into some Dolly family lore here, but basically I have this one uncle and he is only 10 years older than I am. So you know, when I was like 5 or something, he was 15. And when I was like 7, he was 17. And you know, he was still a teenager. He still went to high school. So he loved playing video games on his computer. And what I would do is I would just kind of watch him play games. And whenever he would go out of my grandma's house, he would let me play games on his computer. So I only got to play Sims 1 whenever he was out. But I played it a little bit anyway, so that was pretty nice. Hi Dolly, hi everyone, hi Rares! That's actually how I got introduced to the Sims games, because he had them on his computer and he would let me play. And then Sims 2 was the first game I had on my mom's laptop. I didn't have my own equipment yet back then, but yeah. My mom had a laptop at the very least. And whenever she wasn't working, I would just hog it and play Sims all day. You probably played For the most since it's been out 10 years now. Yeah, I am tempted to say I probably played For the most too. Especially since it was the only Sims game that I played at the time on my own equipment because, you know, back then when Sims 4 was very prominent, I had my own laptop. I didn't have to play on my mom's laptop. My family had enough money to buy me my own laptop. So yeah, that was pretty nice. I did play Sims 4 a bunch on my mom's laptop too, though. I wonder if she has some files left over because I remember taking like a bunch of screenshots and stuff. It is most likely long uninstalled since then, but I can only hope that some files are left over and that I can still recover them because I would show you guys. I would show you guys my screenshots. Trying to kill those Sims too, Dolly? What do you mean? No, my mom didn't play Sims 4. She only played 1, 2, and 3, but Sims 4, I don't think she did. So yeah, there were no save files of my mom on that game, thankfully. Nothing for me to mess up. At that time though, my sister played The Sims 4 a lot though. Just came back to your room. Hi, Retech, welcome. Yeah, it's pretty convoluted anyway. Like the timeline with all the different laptops. But I still remember all of that fondly. Nothing to complain about, really. Oh, by the way, my plants are ready. We can make more soup and we can play again. Does Spider Dad also play The Sims? No, Spider Dad is very much not a gamer. He's not a gamer. I think he thinks that games are like a waste of time. I remember that he even used to think that books are a waste of time. So like he's a very grumpy guy. He would never play The Sims. I don't think he would play any game of his own volition unless I asked him very nicely. The Sims timeline is convoluted. We're 5. You know, now that you say that, speaking of The Sims timeline being convoluted, did you guys know that every game has like a shared timeline except for The Sims 4? I think the gist of it is that Sims 3 happens before The Sims 2 and Sims 2 happens after Sims 1. Something like that. So Sims 3 is first, and then Sims 1, and then Sims 2, and then Sims 4 is like a reboot with its own timeline and stuff. And how people figure that out is because some Sims appear over the course of the entire 3 games. So a very prominent Sim that appears in every single one of Sims games is Bella Goth. She is very famous because she was actually abducted by aliens and she has disappeared in Sims 2. But in Sims 3, she is there as a child, and then in Sims 2, she is there as like a young adult. So yeah. There are more Sims like that though. But Bella Goth is the most prominent one. The Sims lore is a deep one, yeah. A difficult game about climbing, Spider Dad playthrough when. I genuinely think I would have to pay him to play any game like that. And even then he would probably say no. The Sims have lives, now you feel bad stealing the pool ladders. I mean, they are just Sims, you know? They are just Sims at the end of the day. I think you can do whatever you want. You can always steal the pool ladders and then reload the file. If you feel like it. I genuinely think basically all of the Sims players have, you know, deliberately killed their Sims at least once. I don't think anybody is free of sin in that regard. Everybody has done it. Everybody. Guagua for spider.debut. No, guys, don't. He doesn't speak English. He genuinely doesn't speak any English. That wouldn't be a good stream. If you'd like to start playing, which game would be the best to start with? That depends on what you value, because Sims 4 is free. Like, you can download it for free on Steam. The base game is totally free, so if you want to just kind of dip your toes into the Sims franchise, that is a very good starting point. Sim 3 is also pretty cheap these days. It goes on sale frequently. And it is a very, very good game, in my opinion. It's nice because it has an open world. It is very fondly remembered, and you can buy the expansions very cheaply nowadays. Because, like, the biggest downside of The Sims 4 is that the expansions are pretty costly. Some of them are very nice, but they are very costly. But the base game you can get for totally free, so that's a nice upside. And I personally quite like The Sims 4. I used to play it a lot, and I thought it was really nice. As long as you are okay with making your own fun, then it is fine. It's the best for story-related gaming, in my opinion. So if that's not your cup of tea, then you might want to try something else. I think The Sims 3 is probably the nicest if you don't really know what kind of Sims player you are yet. And then Sims 1 and 2, they are pretty hard to get in the first place because those games are actually no longer sold. I only have The Sims 2 because I bought second-hand copies of it. So you would have to do that. Sims 1 as well. I don't actually have it because I can't hunt down the second-hand copy yet, but I really want to play it. And speaking of Sims 1, definitely don't start with Sims 1. That is the most difficult entry in the series. It is a very unforgiving game. I know it doesn't sound like it would be because it is a Sims game, but it is genuinely very hard. It is an acquired taste, so I don't recommend it for newcomers. In my opinion, for the ultimate and the definitive Sims experience, Sims 2 is your best bet, but like I said, you would have to kind of figure out how to get it on your own, since, you know, it's basically second-hand only. But if you can, then I really recommend it. It's really nice. It has some technical difficulties though, because it is a pretty old game by now. But they are fixable, so it's not the end of the world. Think about 3 or 4. If you would have to choose, I would say go for Sims 4 first. And then if you really like it, or like it but it's not quite there for you, go for Sims 3. Something like that, I would say. If you would have to choose between those two, yeah. Whatever you start with, just don't look at the mods or you'll end up like Dolly. Hey, I actually finished downloading the mods, okay? I actually finished, so look at me. I have come at the other end. But yeah, it's very easy to go overboard with the mods. It's very easy. I am not going to lie about that. Should you go straight for the mods? Honestly, I think mods in every single Sims game are phenomenal and they are amazing, and you should definitely get some if you are going to plan to play. Although, most of the mods in the Sims community are purely cosmetic. They are like clothes and hair for your Sims. But like, I love them. I love downloading mods. I think they make the game look amazing and I recommend them wholeheartedly. For Sims 4, there are some really amazing gameplay mods. Not so much for other games, just because I guess the modding scene wasn't as developed back then, but Sims 4 has some amazing gameplay mods and I really recommend them. It's always easy to go overboard with mods in any game, especially in Minecraft or Skyrim. You meant so you end up like me. Oh yeah, speaking of that, if you guys want some recommendations on Sims mods, you can ask me, because there are some nice blogs that I know that are basically like a repository of different mods, and they are really nice for that. So yeah, if you ever need some mods, just ask me. I know where to find them. I know where to find them, and I know some really nice mod creators too. For basically every game, I think. Although I did try to download some mods for The Sims 3, but they just didn't work. Sims 3 so far is the most difficult when it comes to getting mods to work, but it's not impossible. Shinier yellow, enhanced grass, better eyebrows. Yeah. Okay, we have enough vegetables for the soup now, so I'm gonna cook and we're gonna go and play once more. I might need some more water though, because I've been talking so much. Like I said, HoloCure, for whatever reason, is just such a chatty game for me. And you guys keep asking me about games that I really like too. And I can really go off on those topics, I really do. Our personal mod dealer, yeah. Although I wouldn't call myself a mod dealer, just because I only know places where you can look for mods. I don't actually, you know, have places curated by myself that have many mods or anything like that, so yeah. It's a pleasure to listen to me though. I have a nice voice. Oh my goodness, really? Papa's games. Don't start me on those. Don't start me. Although to really talk about Papa games, I think I would need to do some more research, because it's been a while since I've played Papa games. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm gonna drink some more water, guys. Give me a second. Okay, I should be fine. I should be good. We can play. With the title, yes. Oh, I should remember to also maybe buy some more upgrades. Wait, I said I'm gonna play Ina. Maybe let's get some more. Yeah, Ina. Let's get some more copies. You don't know it by heart. I know some by heart, but there are so many games. Oh my goodness, look at that outfit. So cute. Another one of the same outfit. That's crazy. Let's maybe get one more Ina. And then we can go buy some upgrades and then we can play. So far, no Ina. I mean, one Ina, but I want one more. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's see the upgrades. Let's max out this and let's get this as well, and then we can spend the rest on maybe some haste and maybe some pickup range. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. Some crit? Sure, I will take it. Okay, let's go. I was going to play Ina and we were going to play stage 2 Holo Office, and also we're gonna play Full Halo. Yes, that's the plan. That kind of reminds me, whenever you guys tell me that I have a nice voice, I remember that back when I started streaming, my mom told me that I have a radio voice. And I've been kind of thinking about it ever since. I'm happy you guys enjoy my voice, really. I think voice is a very, very important thing, especially as a VTuber. So I'm really proud of it. I try to take care of it if I can. Base Spider Mama. Wait, guys, there's sound. Oh no, so many already. I think we need to cool it with Halu first, a little bit. Let's at least max out some stuff. But I'm really happy you guys like my voice. Honestly, I still think I could be way better at speaking in general. Although most of it is basically an issue with my English rather than an issue with my speaking. More largely, you know. Because sometimes I stutter or mispronounce things. Thankfully, I feel like I've been getting better and better at it. It's the kind of thing that you basically need some practice to get over, but, you know. It's always good to look for some pointers that I can improve. And I'm always going to look for them. I definitely think that some of my progress in speaking and in English in general was kinda stalled because I took a break to focus on school at some point. And you know, it was something I had to do, but I remember that that week or two of, you know, being busy and not able to stream kind of made me go back on some progress I made. And I've been working on it ever since. I really don't usually think about languages and speaking in general as a muscle, but it really does work like that, because if you don't speak in a given language for some time, you will start to struggle a little bit. That's just kind of how it is. The good thing about it though is that once I finally will be able to stream more often, then I bet I'm gonna make leaps and bounds in progress or something. We're gonna see, I guess. Dolly English is the best. Yeah, I am trying my best. And honestly, I've been kind of more forgiving to myself lately. I don't think it's the worst. Sometimes I make stupid mistakes, but that's just kind of how it is. You can't exactly prevent mistakes from happening ever, right? That's just not realistic. But I still can try my best. And hopefully make some nice progress along the way. I already think, even after my little break and after I kind of lost my flexibility in speaking English, I still think I am much better off than I would be if I didn't stream ever. You know? But it's kind of funny, because on one hand, streaming helps me improve so much. But on the other, streaming also made me realize just how lower my skill is than I was actually thinking it was. Because I used to think I'm so good at English, right? Just because I could understand it really well. But when it comes to speaking itself, like that's totally a different can of worms. You have to think fast. You have to say a lot of things on the fly. And that's really when your knowledge gets tested. Not even knowledge necessarily, although that too, but your habits get tested. You have to think about different things differently than you do in your native language, or else you will just make mistakes. Like, I very often say much instead of many, or many instead of much. But I've been better at catching myself when it comes to that. But yeah, there are many things like that. Those little quirks that you really have to smooth over. Even if you know logically that you use many if you can count something, and you use much if you cannot count something, like flour, for example. Flour as in the cooking ingredient, not as in a flower that grows in a field. You know, stuff like that. I know it, but it's just that when I speak, it doesn't compute the same. I have to really stop myself and make sure I don't make a mistake. You could try practicing in front of a mirror for hours. Never mind, that's The Sims. Speaking of that, I think I mentioned it, but before I started streaming, or before I knew that I'm gonna be streaming, I didn't ever talk to myself. I know that many people do talk to themselves, and that's just kind of how they do stuff, which is totally fine. But I never did. I never did, and there's actually a reason for it. And it's such a stupid reason and kind of embarrassing. But it happened such a long time ago that, like, I can tell you guys, it's not a big deal. Because when I was little, I would talk and sing when I was taking a bath. Because I would, you know, grab my toys and kind of take them into the bath and make up stories with them. But one day, Spider Mama asked me about something that was going on in the storyline of, you know, the stuff I was playing. And once that happened, I realized that when I am saying something out loud, people can hear me. And I got so mortified of that concept that ever since, I have never spoke to myself ever again. But yeah, that happened when I was very little. So, you know, that was just kind of a silly thing that Tiny Dolly was thinking. No worries, Dolly, we can pretend we don't listen. No, I'm over it now, I'm over it. Because, you know, when I figured out, hey, I want to be a VTuber and I want to stream, I kind of started speaking to myself a little bit when I was playing games and stuff, so... Ever since that, every now and again, I just kind of talk about stuff that I want to bring up on stream. It's practicing in a way, because there is a topic that I'm thinking about, and I think, hey, that would be cool to talk about on stream. So I just kind of talk out loud and prepare myself for it in a way. It happens, you still get caught singing in the shower. Yeah, stuff like that. But it's kind of fun, honestly. Talking to yourself is fun. I like it. But I never talk to myself in my native language. I only do it in English. That reminds me. I've actually been talking about something I wanted to bring up on stream. I don't remember what it was anymore, but I was talking to myself about something, and then I stepped outside of my room, and I realized that everybody can hear me. Because as long as I'm in my room or in the shower or something, then I can talk to myself all I want. But the moment I stepped outside, I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? And I still get a little bit caught up on that one time. Spider Mama caught me talking about stuff in the bath when I was very little. Guys, don't mute the stream. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how streaming changed me in general. You know, I think I will never be the same after trying it out. Like, there are just some things that it changes in your brain chemistry. I think I tweeted one time too. I went to a hairdresser, and because I've been very used to getting scabs, if you guys don't know, some of you probably do already, but for those of you who don't, Scab is like a platform where you can connect with Japanese artists to get commissions from them. But the thing about Scab is that the artist has basically almost full creative control of what they are going to draw. Because the only thing you are providing is references, some requests, like a specific pose or something, and everything else the artist does by themselves. They come up with all of it on their own, and you don't see it until it's done. And when it's done, it's done. There's just no going back. It's like that forever. So because I've been getting scabs, when I went over to my hairdresser, I just told her to her face that she can do whatever she wants with my hair, and that I do not care. So yeah. That's kind of fun. Drawing gacha. Yeah, like that. Like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm already getting drawing gacha. Why not hair gacha? Why not random hair? Who cares? That probably stressed her out. I don't think it stressed her out. I think she's already kind of used to me being her little test subject when it comes to hair. I've actually been going to the same hairdresser ever since I was little. So yeah. She has been through all my phases, and whenever I come to her to get a new haircut, I always requested something that she has never done before. So she had to improvise, and by then she was pretty used to me being her little guinea pig when it comes to hairstyles, I think. That's nice. Yeah, it is very nice. And she did a good job, by the way. I was very happy. I was very happy, so yeah. But it's nice. I'm the same with my dentist. I've been going to the same dentist ever since I was a child. I think that's pretty nice. I'm familiar with them. I wish I could be still going to the same doctor I've been going through ever since I was a child, but she retired, so I can no longer do that, but that's just life. That's just how it is sometimes. Boss already? How old is my dentist? 100 something. Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? I never asked her how old she is. Oh, I need to be careful here. You can't retire, I need health checks. No! I switched my doctor, it's okay, I will live. It's just kinda... I get used to things, and it's difficult to change them once I get used to them, you know? That's just kinda how I am. I do not like change, but if change has to happen, then I will survive. One way or another, I will be fine. I will live. It's not the end of the world. There are worse things that can happen than your doctor retiring. Unless you can't get a different doctor, then it's a problem. But thankfully I could get a different doctor, so it wasn't a big deal. Speaking of that, I didn't need to go to the doctor for a very long time. Like a general practitioner. I haven't been to a general practitioner for a very, very long time. So I haven't really been seeing my new doctor anyway. Thankfully, I haven't gotten sick to the point that I needed to see her yet. So she doesn't really know me. And I don't really know her either, but it's fine. Yeah, I think the last time I was sick was also many months ago. Maybe in September or something, I don't even know. I'm very thankful for that, because being sick is absolutely horrible. And the worst I have to deal with is sometimes feeling a bit off, but then it usually goes away after a day or something. You don't have regular health checkups. I do, but I do, but the last time I had a health checkup was when my old doctor still wasn't retired. I should probably get a health checkup, speaking of that. Because it's been a while. Granny needs to have constant health checkups. Okay, guys, I will get a health checkup, I promise. I promise I will. So I feel pretty healthy, so it's still a good idea to get a checkup every now and again, though. I did have some other checkups, like having blood drawn and something like that. But those aren't done by my doctor. Those are done in like the hospital. Okay, other than that, it's been a while. It's been a while since just a general regular health checkup. Speaking of having blood drawn, I should get it done soon too. Man, you guys make me realize about how much stuff I still need to get done. But I'm gonna do it, don't worry. We need to make sure I'm healthy enough to stream, right? That's very important. Also, it has gotten so hot in my room all of a sudden. I have no idea why. I think it's just that time of day when my room gets super hot. And I've just been melting in front of my computer. Summer is really unforgiving sometimes. But I have a lot of nostalgia for summer. A lot of things that I really liked happened during summer. I rigged my model in the summer. I still very fondly remember last summer when I could stream basically full time for like a couple months. That was really nice. Spider soup, yeah. I'm becoming a spider soup. A melty spider popsicle. I think I took the wrong thing, by the way. The Olympics is happening in the summer, true. Yeah, I remember last summer was really nice. When I could stream and basically had no other obligations. That was great, man. I hope this summer is also gonna be so nice. I mean, it is technically already summer, but you know. Although there is one thing about summer that I don't really like, and it's not the heat. It's the fact that, for whatever reason, I have the most difficulties with my internet during the summer. So sometimes I have to cancel streams, and I do not like doing that, but there's nothing I can do, really. You guys have already seen it a little bit. There were some streams I had to cancel because my internet was just not cooperating. Fingers crossed it's going well. Yeah. I hope there won't be too many issues because I really hate having to cancel streams. I try to avoid this as much as I can, but you know, once your internet is gone, there's nothing you can do. Like, there's no workaround. There's genuinely zero things you can do. Internet is holding back, Dolly. Yeah. Maybe someday I'm gonna get an internet upgrade, but for now, there's really no type of upgrade I can get. I think my internet is as good as it can be for now. But maybe someday I will get an upgrade and it will be all smooth sailing with no issues. For now, I'm just gonna kinda have to manage with what I have. Oh my god, do you see what's happening? I think my game is stuttering. Guagua for better internet. I don't think Guaguas can fix it, guys. Don't feel pressured to Guagua. Don't feel pressured to donate, okay? Because it's not a money issue. It's just a general issue. So yeah, don't feel pressured, guys. There's just nothing we can do for now about it. Maybe someday in the future, though. You only have 2 choices for internet and it sucks. That's just kind of how it is sometimes. But most of the time I do not complain. Like, my internet is not the fastest around. I bet some of you guys have better internet than I do. But like, to me it's really good. To me it's really good. If I can stream, if I can even play an online game every now and again and stream on top of that, like, that's great internet to me, right? I'm overall pretty grateful. It's just annoying whenever issues happen, you know? But there's just nothing you can do sometimes. That's just how life is. Way better than 20 years ago. Yeah, I think 20 years ago I didn't even have internet in my house. Or I had, but it was so spotty that it was basically like it wasn't there most of the time. Around how fast is my internet? On a good day, I think I have around, goodness, 20 megabytes. Is megabytes correct? I hope it is, but it might not be, guys. But it's something like that. Or is it gigabytes? Oh no, I feel so dumb now. I don't remember which one it is. If I said something wrong, I'm very sorry, guys. I didn't mean to spread misinformation. But it's pretty decent overall. Oh my god, it's getting crowded here. This stage is significantly harder than the previous one. But even then, it's very manageable. You did indeed. There's no internet in the world that has a speed measured in bytes. It's megabits! Oh my god! Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm a granny. Please forgive me. I knew that I'm gonna say something stupid. I knew that. I knew it. I knew that I'm gonna say something dumb, and I did. Never ask me about anything technical because I'm gonna mess up. That is such a Dolly thing to say, though. The internet worthy of Dolly. But yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try to remember it for the future. It's okay, she's just spreading her web of lies. Please forgive me, guys. My brain is so tiny sometimes. My brain is big when it comes to Sims knowledge, right? Then it's like enormous. But you ask me about anything that actually has any meaning in the real world, and we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a big problem. Especially if it's related to any type of science. Like, I'm just not gonna give you the smartest answer. I'm probably gonna be wrong. Oh no. Will I survive here? I think I'm doing pretty well. But it is getting really crowded, and I think my game might be stuttering here and there. I'm very sorry if it is. Oh no, don't die! Just a couple more seconds. Just a couple more. You can do it, Ina. For ages you had 62 megabits. It was so slow. Yeah, I had something like that in the past too, but now it's a respectable 20. I think, strangely enough, that my upload speed is actually faster than my download speed. Every single time I check, it's faster. So if I have a download speed of like 20, then I have an upload speed of like 30. And that's like so good, right? On most days it's not that good, but something around 15 megabits of download and then 30 of upload, I guess. But then on bad days, on really bad days, it can get as low as like less than 2. So, you know, it's a mixed bag, but the majority of the time it's really good. It's really respectable. It's enough to stream. Most people have way better internet though. Like mine isn't that impressive, but it's impressive to me. So yeah, if you guys ever wondered why my streams sometimes don't load at all, it's because it's one of the bad days. But you know, sometimes for whatever reason, even if I feel like, oh, today might be a bad day, today my internet might not work as well, and I check my internet speed, even then sometimes it is like a good internet speed, but for whatever reason there's like an issue with streaming in general and it just doesn't work. That's so weird when that happens. I had this happen recently. I have no clue if it's like an issue with YouTube or what, but yeah, it happens sometimes and it really throws me off because, you know, I want to prepare. I want to see, is my internet going to be down today? Do I have to cancel the stream beforehand? And no, it seems like it's going well, but then I boot up the stream and it just lags so badly. Yeah, stuff like that. Devil hat, nice. Okay, then I guess the next stop is gonna be stage 3, normal and halu. I think I still have some soup left, so I'm gonna drink some water and then I'm gonna do one more run and then we're gonna be wrapping it up. Dolly casually winning the stage. I mean, it's only stage 2. Even with max halu, it isn't that big of a deal. I don't even remember if I maxed halu. I might have not. I might have not. I don't know, guys. I'm really sorry if I didn't, but I got too busy yapping. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll be right back. I need some water. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick break on top of that, so give me just a second, guys. And I will be right back. Hello. Hi guys, I'm back. And thank you so much, Lucky AJ, for being a member for 5 months. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Alright. Can I play Okayu now? I wonder. Yeah, stage 3 was not cleared with Okayu. So let's go. I'm kind of nervous though because stage 3 is like the most difficult to me out of all the normal stages always. Like I struggle with it the most. Thought you could sneak that past me. Nuh-uh. Nothing sneaks past me. No luck. I'm gonna go with Sake for Okayu. And that's basically my whole entire plan. The rest, we're gonna see. Yes, give me Halu. Although I'm really scared of going Halu this early on this stage. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit before I max it out. Sake, yes, give me Sake. Yeah, let's get Onigiri for now. Just try and max out the weapon a little bit. As much as I don't like playing this stage, I have to say, the way the light works is pretty nice. Like, I like it a lot. Pickup range is also gonna be really nice on Okayu. So let's get it. No reason not to get it. And we are getting many stamps, which I can't get to yet, but I'm gonna in a minute. Yeah, I can see something I want up there. By the way, sorry about bringing the conversation back to The Sims. But another reason why I really like The Sims is because you guys know how much I love food in video games. And The Sims franchise is really good about food in those games. I don't know about how good Sims 1 is with it, but Sims 2 and onwards, there is so much nice variety of food you can get in those games. Obviously the models are not always the most up-to-date, but I've managed to find mods that kind of update the models for food in The Sims 2, and I'm so happy I found them. I have so much custom food in my Sims 2 game now. I think I genuinely must have over like 100 recipes. Which originally the recipe variety is quite limited, I would say. There isn't that much to cook with in The Sims 2. Mostly classic Sims stuff, like mac and cheese and grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh, by the way, speaking of mac and cheese, so you guys know mac and cheese is obviously macaroni and cheese, but for the longest time, translators of The Sims struggled so hard with that dish. They would translate it as like a hamburger or a cheeseburger, which it is clearly not a cheeseburger. It is in a bowl. It is a bowl of noodles. It is not a cheeseburger. But they would notoriously translate it as a cheeseburger or a hamburger with cheese. And it's kind of crazy. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, like that happened a lot. That happened at least in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. And the funniest part about it is that I never doubted that translation. I was just like, what? Why is the cheeseburger in a bowl? I guess it must be a cheeseburger soup. That was my understanding of that translation. And there was also a problem with translating grilled cheese, because obviously grilled cheese means a grilled cheese sandwich, right? But since the translators weren't too familiar with that dish, they assumed it was just the cheese. Like no bread, just the cheese. And they called it literally fried cheese. So yeah, that's pretty fun. The Sims food is just very notorious for being quite badly translated. It's a Sloppy Joe barbecue and pulled pork sandwich. You never like food in video games? It just makes you hungry and jealous. I kinda like it though. It's kinda like living vicariously through your character, in a way. So I like it. Also, I accidentally upgraded something I didn't mean to upgrade. My bad, oops. And there were so many badly translated dishes. Like, I'm pretty sure in The Sims 3, there was a dish called Goopy Carbonara. And Goopy, or Guppy, is like a character in The Sims. But you know, it was basically a carbonara. And you know what carbonara is, right? It's a type of pasta. But for whatever reason, the translators decided to to call it a casserole. So that was pretty fun too. They could have just left it as carbonara, but they just called it a casserole. Oh, and also peanut butter and jelly sandwiches also got translated as just literally peanut butter and jelly. I think they got translated as peanut butter and jello. Even, so you know. It's silly like that. You remember that? You didn't even notice. But yeah, it's really funny. I like that sort of stuff. It's really silly. Jello, yeah. Peanut butter and jello, no bread. And I also used to think that it was like little jello cubes with peanut butter on them, and I was like, wow, that sounds good. Which, like, no, it does not sound good. What the heck, Dolly? Why did you think that? I don't even like jello, but I was apparently enamored with the idea of jello, but with peanut butter on it. It's funny. There's a whole series of, like, badly translated stuff in The Sims. I wish I could show it to you guys, but you probably wouldn't understand. At least most of you, unfortunately. But at least I can tell you about some funnier examples. You remember that Katy Perry had a DLC? Yeah, that was a thing too. Many people didn't like it too. Which, like, I don't know, I kinda like it. I kinda like it, but it's because it's very candy themed. There's a lot of sweets. There's a lot of sweets themed outfits and hair, and I'm like, wow, that's just so me. That is so Dolly. So, you know, I find it quite cute at the end of the day. Although, even though I do like how it looks, I think if I had it in my game, I would struggle with figuring out where to use it. So even then, the usage is quite limited. We need a Dolly Sims mod. I could probably make myself in The Sims, like, pretty accurately. I think getting my, like, looks wouldn't be too difficult. I think that's doable. Although depends on the Sims game too. Because when it comes to stuff that fits into different fashion subcultures, it is way more difficult to come across that in games like Sims 2 and Sims 3. Sims 2 especially, there aren't many Lolita dresses for that game. I have looked and I haven't seen many. And I really tried. I've got one dress that kind of fits into Gothic Lolita, but you know, it kind of fits. It wasn't made with that subculture in mind. But like my hair, I think you can probably find it. I think that's something you can do. And with the clothes, you kind of have to improvise, I guess. The enemies are starting to pile up. We need to eat them. I might look for some healing items, to be honest. I'm gonna risk it and I'm gonna take that Halu. Although I'm starting to get quite overwhelmed. I think I should max it out very soon anyway. If I'm honest, I think it's a good idea. You know what, let's swap this. Strengthen this, I think haste is gonna be really nice. This is maxed. Yeah, it is maxed. I guess we can strengthen this. Might as well. Oh, this is really good. Risky plays. Maybe a little bit. Trumpet! But I think we will be fine, probably. At least I hope. There's a lot of healing items on the ground at the very least, so you know. If I need some healing, it's always there. Would be nice if I had more pickup range though. That would be really nice. I'm kinda tempted to get the sausage just because Okayu is already food themed. We might as well. Why did I throw my favorite away? It's not my favorite. Don't be fooled. I hate the trumpet. Oh, yeah, I need to use this here. Get this. Let's max out this, maybe. Yeah, we need a collab over here. Or I will not last. There we go! I've been kind of going for the same builds over and over, but I can't help myself. I just love those builds. I love them. I love them so much. I keep repeating them. Like, spider cooking is genuinely one of my favorite items in this game. You know what? Give me Halu 4. I've got my collab. We might as well get it. And a greed stamp. Oh, look at that. You guys know I'm gonna get greedy. And always take it. If I can, that is. Alright, I need to focus a little bit, but I think other than that, this stage shouldn't be that much trouble. The enemies are very much noticeably stronger though. That is true, and Halu doesn't help. Shubangelion. I just need to be very careful. I hate fighting Shubangelion whenever I'm playing a melee character. But if I'm playing a ranged character, Shubangelion is pretty manageable. In general, I find ranged characters to be so much easier in HoloCure, which makes sense. When you think about it, it really does make sense. I should have taken CEO's tears, but I didn't. Oh yes, Nurse's Horn, finally! The final piece of the puzzle. Hopefully I will not be suffering so much with my health anymore. Oh, that actually wasn't so bad. That's probably most games, to be honest. Range is just less stress. Yeah, that's true. Also, good thing I have the plushie, because if I didn't have the plushie, that would have been pretty bad. I just walked into a crowd of enemies. But yeah, it's true that range is just less stress, especially since I feel like I'm stuck. I am uniquely bad at managing the distance between me and the enemies. So I'm really not made for melee combat. I'm really not. It's a good thing we are. You are right. They stunk the stage. Oh my goodness. You know what would be kind of fun? If a deliberate challenge character was added to HoloCure. I wonder how that would even work, but some games have deliberate challenge characters. Like, you know, Isaac is very, very infamous for that game's challenge characters. Would be kind of interesting, honestly. Can you guys hear all the money? Oh my god, I got stuck on a table. Yes, see, this is why I really don't enjoy this stage that much. Because I tend to get stuck on tables and stuff so much. That's one of my biggest issues in this stage. Especially since they kind of blend with the background. Like, just stuck on walls, stuck on tables. Oh, there are so many enemies. Oh my god. Have I done the no movement challenge? No, I have not, but I've heard about it. We can definitely do it someday. But I'm kind of scared. I think it's doable with Fauna at the very least, so... I will be right at home, but still, seems kind of scary to try. Get some nice XP. Oh my god, my HP is just dropping over and over. Careful here, Dolly. You've done it, but it was iffy. Yeah, I've never done it. I've never even tried. I accidentally took the wrong thing. No. Well, whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god, my HP. Good thing I can just eat a bunch of food and then recover it quickly, but still. Where is the golden anvil? Where is it? Give me that anvil. Okay, nice. This should make this stage overall way more manageable. I hope at the very least. There's still some stamps laying around everywhere. I should sell them. Wait, will I get a super collab? Snow Queen. Freeze everything around, dealing constant damage. Also increase crit chance by 20%. Oh my god. Look at this. I'm so happy. I didn't even know there was a collab like this. I wasn't trying to get it. I just kind of lucked into it, I guess. Oh my god! Nice! Super headphones! 30% chance to negate one hit and heal 10% max HP. Nice! Man, so lucky! Remember when I said that I'm struggling with this stage? Well, that should make it a lot easier. Always lucky Dolly, yeah! If I'll manage to do this stage with like full halo, I will be very happy. And we've got Stream of Tears, look at this. I can still get like one more collab too. I don't know what to get. Well, I guess the choice is kinda out of my hands now. I need to get something with Asakoko. We can get this, I guess. Oh, I should have gone for the flamethrower. Oh my god. It's been a while since I've got that collab. Well, too bad now. Can't take it back. Maybe next time. By the way, I'm so hungry. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I haven't had proper dinner before the stream, which is kind of my bad. I just had some soup, like more than an hour before the stream, and then when I realized that I'm about to go live and I haven't eaten, I took like a piece of chocolate and was like, yeah, good enough. That's good enough. But now I'm so hungry, and the fact that I'm playing as Okayu doesn't help. You need some food too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap it up after this one because I'm so hungry. No. No enchantment. Just upgrade. Yeah. I don't even know what to eat. Need some cake. I don't have any cake at home though. I wish I did. I love cake so much. I've been kind of feeling like maybe eating some strawberry shortcake. Especially since strawberries are in season now. I really want some strawberry shortcake. I need to make some. You think chocolate makes you hungrier? Really? Is that the case? I don't actually know. Whenever I need a snack, I sometimes eat some chocolate. And I don't think it makes me hungrier. Although, I don't know. You call up 2 enchanted items, the collab gets enchants from both items? Really? Oh my god. That's so cool. I didn't even know that. I don't usually enchant anything ever. Which is probably a bad habit. I should probably do that. Oh my god. Good thing I'm playing as Okayu, because if I get into a corner, then... Nice, we got an enchantment. Let's go. I'm gonna do that now. I didn't know that actually. I don't even know how many hours I have in HoloCure and I haven't known that. I need to check how many hours I have in this game. Although I've played a bunch before it was on Steam. It's not gonna be totally accurate, but you know. I wonder if it's more or less than Hollow Knight. Probably not. Probably less. Maybe like 30 hours? That's my guess. Oh my goodness, my health. Although I have to say, This stage has been way more manageable ever since we've got Snow Queen. Like it's no cakewalk, but it's getting there. Like it's getting pretty easy. But getting. Because like there's still a chance I might die. I will not deny that. It might happen. Oh my god, my game is stuttering again. Oh no. I have no idea how I run this game on my laptop. My laptop is so old. Okay, nice, let's get some coins. Pickup range is gonna be really nice on Okayu. So I'm gonna get it whenever I can. Oh my god, it's almost the final boss! The game is going to destroy the PC. Not going to destroy it, but it stutters here and there and I do not like it. I don't like to see that. I wish it didn't do that. But what can you do? Not much. I can still enchant them, that's good. I'm gonna do that if I can. You know what? Yeah, let's get the lava bucket as the last item. Why not? My PC is about to ask for better working conditions? Nah. Guys, it's fine. Don't you see that? Like, the game isn't stuttering. It's not. It just isn't. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so much XP here. We're almost there, guys. Just the final push. I've got so much money. Oh my god, do you see the coins? Like 30,000? That's crazy. PC is working overtime. My PC will be fine, guys. It's just not the strongest, but it's not the weakest either. Like, it's just a run-of-the-mill PC. I got 38k last time. Really? I didn't even notice. Wait, did I even go for any upgrades? I don't remember. I might have not gone for any upgrades. Well, we're almost there. I wonder if I will be able to max out Lava Bucket before the stage is over. I guess we're gonna see. Nice! Look guys, I did it! How much money do I have? Oh my god! That is a lot! But I'm not going to spend it today. We're gonna spend it next time, because for today, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time, and I will be posting my schedule very soon, so look out for that. And I'll see you guys. Bye bye!